Hello and welcome to Frontline Conversations. Today we have a young rising star from AIADMK who has been combative across media platforms and on other platforms, Mr. Kovai Sathyan. Welcome. Namaskar.
Namaskar, morning sir.
So, let us start with the very obvious question. Extremely crucial election for the AIADMK, for Edappadi Palaniswami, the General Secretary, to prove that he is a leader capable of winning elections. So, what is your focus in this election?
The primary focus to end the dynasty rule of DMK in the state of Tamil Nadu, which has pushed Tamil Nadu into darkness. Father, son, grandson, great grandson, this model of government and governance is not good for the state, good for the people. And our leader EPS has proved himself as the right person to lead the party by winning the confidence of 2 crore and 6 lakh cadres and winning the confidence of the general public. The certification is pending. That certification will come after these elections of 2026.
So, let me jump to the obvious question of the relationship with the BJP. In Tamil Nadu, BJP is seen as a party which is hegemonic, which is trying to impose Hindi, which is trying to do things which is the 3-language policy, for instance, NEET, for instance. So, how do you justify your relationship with the BJP, number one, and what is your stand on NEET and the 3-language formula?
Sir, let us understand this. 2021 Assembly elections, BJP were an ally with us. And the people of Tamil Nadu has given them 4 assembly constituencies. They represent with 4 MLAs in the assembly constituency. So, like how the DMK and their ecosystem are portraying that they are untouchables and they are anti-Tamils, it's not true. Why? Because when the 3-language formula of NEP was thrusted upon our leader EPS, his decision was very firm. He said, we don't need a 3-language formula, we are okay with 2-language formula, and there were no double standards like DMK, where on the media they say we oppose 3-language formula. On the other side, they silently sneak in and give a letter of consent to the Union Health Minister stating that we are okay to start PM Shri schools in Tamil Nadu, which is based on 3-language formula, and we are willing to form a committee and sign it at the earliest. So, once exposed, their double standards are exposed, they invoke the state rights, autonomy, federalism and all as a diversion tactics. With respect to NEET, it is in front of the judiciary, and we are very clear that NEET is not required for Tamil Nadu because Tamil Nadu students have excelled well without NEET in medical courses. But however, in 2011, going back to doing our Amma days, the primary reason for objecting NEET is that it doesn't give an equal opportunity for the government school students because it favors CBSE students. That's the primary reason why Amma opposed to NEET. And we need time to improve the quality and standards of the government school students. Tagging the same line, what our leader did was, rather than fighting it out with an endless timeline, let us put an end to it, and he gave the 7.5 internal reservations. Even before NEET, the number of government students appearing for the medical courses and getting through the MBBS were hardly 4 or 5 in a single digit. Post this 7.5 reservation, almost in a year, 500 students get enrolled for the medicals, and we churn out 500 to 550 MBBS from the government schools in Tamil Nadu. So, AIDMK works towards a solution rather than instigating it. Now, if you had seen in the last parliamentary manifesto promises, we had said clearly, if the central government is hell-bent to continue with NEET, let's look at an alternate exam. That was in the manifesto. It was one of the manifesto promises. So, our standard is always clean and clear. We don't confuse people, we don't instigate people.
Yeah, and the other charge in the relationship, BJP and AIADMK, is that AIADMK is a Adimai Katchi, a slave party, which keeps running. The leader keeps running to Delhi every time there is a problem. Why is he in Delhi, for instance, just day before yesterday to finalize the alliance? Shouldn't the BJP, who is a junior partner, shouldn't representatives of the party come down to Chennai?
Sir, while our EPS was a chief minister, his visit to Delhi was branded as slavery. Yeah. But the outcome clearly showed that all his visits were for the welfare and development of Tamil Nadu. The metro projects, the 11 medical colleges, the Padagakappata Velan Mandalam, protected agricultural zone, 7.5. So, for whatever visits of Delhi is purely keeping the welfare of the Tamil Nadu people in mind. Unlike DMK, wherein every Delhi visit of them while they were in power is towards sheet sharing, It's towards negotiations of power centers, towards negotiations of the family interest and welfare. So this slavery tagline is been branded by DMK and their ecosystem because that stems out of their experience. Whenever Karunanidhi was a chief minister under Congress, their experiences makes them feel that that will be the same with the other parties. But in this case of our leader going to meet Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah, it has not happened moment the alliance started. The alliance was not declared in Delhi. Our leader didn't go to Delhi to declare the alliance, nor any of our second line leaders lined up to meet Delhi leaders or whatsoever it is. The alliance was announced here in Chennai in front of the Honorable Minister Amit Shah ji, and Prime Minister has made 3 visits. And Mr. Piyush Goyal ji, who is the in charge for here, is camping here. And when questioned him that when will the seat sharing be finalized, he clearly said whatever decision EPS takes will be final and binding upon all the alliance parties. So when it is clear with the ongoing war in the Middle East, and there are a lot of uncertainties that is revolving around, MHA, our Honorable Amit Shah ji has got lot of responsibilities in his hands to answer to the nation. Not only that, an additional burden of another 5 states is there.
Yeah.
So he had requested time to visit Chennai, wherein our leader said, let's not waste time, let's move forward because the time is very less. So the meeting there was a formality. It was not a discussion. It was just nothing beyond. It was a formality because there is already a consensus. And there is already a synergy between us, we and BJP. And whatever our decision that EPS takes is final and binding, which everybody are in agreement with. Not able to stomach this, our DMK, our rivals started peddling these kinds of news, which they are masters of it.
Yeah, we saw in 2021 the same charges were laid, but then in 2021 AIADMK managed to keep BJP down to 20 seats, contesting 20 seats, though there was demand was for much higher. In this election, will EPS be able to take a similar stand? Will he be able to forcefully say that this is what it is and nothing more?
When our leader has already demonstrated his leadership acumen once, so that's what will follow. So there is no need to have a different change in leadership attributes and acumen. And that too, this stand was taken while there was a equal share of power, wherein one person was a traitor in the party. Despite that setback, our leader took a firm stand, and that was the outcome. And we hope the same outcome will continue.
I see a reluctance on the part of both the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Home Minister to announce EPS as the Chief Minister candidate. Will that change now? Only Piyush Goyal has said something. Nayanar Nagendran has said something on the Chief Minister candidate. So, what is this confusion about coalition government or EPS as Chief Minister, or EPS keeps saying only AIADMK will form the government?
Sir, you know pretty well how the dynamics span out. Even tomorrow, if you were to start a political party, you would say that the fight is between you and the DMK government.
Yeah.
If you were to head an alliance, national alliance, and if you are the leader, you have to tell the name of the national alliance wherever you go, because you represent that. Our Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Amit Shah ji and the entire BJP heads the NDA alliance, which is a pan-India network. But as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, it is the AIADMK which leads the alliance. So wherever they go, where they have to address, they have to invoke that, no, because they have to answer back in the different states where they are heading the alliance.
True.
The state wise, where the other regional parties are not headed, where they are heading the alliance, they have to take this name. So it's a customary process. There is nothing intentional behind not mentioning his name. While that question is posted upon AIADMK, the question rises to DMK as well. Wherever there is an alliance meeting, whatever it is called as India Alliance.
Yeah.
Rahul Gandhi has never said it is DMK led alliance. He had always said it's India Alliance. Even till today, Mr. Rahul Gandhi nor Sonia Gandhi has extended a congratulatory message for the alliance formation of DMK and Congress.
Yeah.
The sad reality is DMK has got lot of flaws in their alliance formation and the way the talks are being held and the way it is being executed, because everybody are certain that the end has come. And vis-a-vis, you know, they are the masters of narrative building, the masters of how to divert the attention from mundane issues. So that's the reason these kinds of statements crops up now and then. They have not uttered. It is not Mr. Amit Shah ji or Modi ji going to decide who is the Chief Minister. It is the people of Tamil Nadu who is going to decide the Chief Minister. And there is no confusion that who is the CM face of the alliance led by AIDMK. It is EPS.
Okay, got that. Now let's move to Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam, where TT Vidyanathan, he has said many things unpalatable about Edappadi Palaniswami. So, how will this alliance gel, given the fact that there is some animosity between the two leaders, even though they came on stage very recently?
So, when a family, when siblings are in loggerheads, when there are fight between siblings, there is a scope for peace. Not that sibling has to continue their fight altogether. So, this is a time where the siblings had come together, knowing the greater cause to end the DMK rule, which was the dream of our founder, followed by Amma. So, the cause is the same. So, why to fight when the cause is the same? So, that has united both of us, which has brought in cheers among all the cadres. See, everybody has their own will to pursue their political ambitions. Respected Dinakaran wanted to pursue his political ambition by forming a political outfit, and he feels that he can take it forward from there. In a democracy, it is a welcome one, because we need more voices of difference, more voices of influences, more voices of people from different spectrum to be in the public life. That strengthens the democracy. So, we welcome it. So, at this juncture, when the challenge is we need to end the dynasty rule, he had come on board, because that's a common minimum program of AIADMK led alliance. If anybody were to ask what is a common minimum program among all, we would say we have to end the dynasty rule. We don't say we are ideologically the same, like DMK, where it can't be the truth. No party can be ideologically the same. So, it's a good note, and it has been received well by people across South. So, the tag that which DMK tried to force upon us, that AIDMK is a party which is divided based on caste and religion, is done and dusted long back.
Yeah, and now AIDMK also has been weakened in the view of in the common perception, because a former chief minister has left the party, OPS. Sengotian, again another tall leader, was with MGR, started when the MGR started the party. So, many such leaders, Vaithilingam, Manoj Pandian, you look at least 10 or 15 of these recognizable faces have left the party. Similarly, you look at Patali Makkal Katchi, who is a constituent, and again you see that you have only Anbumani Ramadas. The Dr. Ramadas is right now completely against it. He has gone into an alliance with Shashikala. So, does this actually pull down the alliance, or do you think all the people who are betraying you have left the party? Which way do you look at it?
So, we believe everything happens for good, and change is the only thing which is not constant. But at the same time, the leadership skill of our EPS is so unique that he let the people understand that what is he fighting day in and day out within the party. Has any party in the India experimented the dual leadership role by sharing the power 50-50? Nobody has experimented, but EPS agreed to experiment that as well. And now the talk of a common man in Tamil Nadu is, how come this person is able to survive with so many traitors around him? Everybody has got their political ambitions, they can take their call, but people are the final judges.
Yeah.
The judgment lies with the people, and the verdict of people today is, oh my God, a person who is been given the tag of a chief minister by the party, and the party is formed primarily because they want to end the DMK's dynasty rule. Like our leader said, he is the evil force, Tiya Sakti, and the same person goes and joins him, clearly shows how big of a traitor he can be. Did EPS survive so long with these kinds of traitors around? Is a common man's talk now. See, men may come and men may go. If you understand what our leader says in the campaigns, I am here today as the General Secretary in front of you of the party. Tomorrow somebody who is there on the ground watching me can become a General Secretary here. That's our party democracy. If you work hard with loyalty, you will come to this place, unlike DMK, where you have to take the name of a family, that if you are only born to a family, you can be crowned as the leader. So, he understands that he stay grounded, and he doesn't get into media trials or get into statements of bravery. He doesn't make any kind of heroic statements out in open. He silently worked towards ensuring that all these traitors are being exposed to the people by themselves. This is what his terminal goal was, and he achieved it silently. Plan your work, work your plan. That's what our leader is all about.
And you have a weekend Patali Makkal Katchi also with you. Does it add to the alliance at all?
See, I wouldn't say it is weakened. It is a family struggle. Even the court's observations, it's the same. When they stake claim for the party, what the honorable judge says, It's a fight between a father and son. Today they might fight and tomorrow they might come to a peace. So that doesn't constitute that we need to take action based on the party lines. It is purely in between the inter-party affairs. So it will go to the election commissions or whatsoever it is, and whoever has the might has to prove it. If you would remember in 2023 December, I guess, when the Shiv Sena issue came up, it is the election commission's observation. Any rival who will give party responsibilities, role responsibilities by artificially increasing in strength will not convince the election commission. You remember this statement was made by election commission in the Supreme Court when the Shiv Sena tussle took place. So the real might comes in who are all the elected representatives, who are all the office bearers of the party, and who they back is what matters. And today 99% of the Patali Makkal Katchi's elected representatives and office bearers are behind our junior Anbu Mani Ayya.
Okay.
So it's clear and evident the power force has been shifted to the son. As a founder of the party, his father is struggling to come into terms with the reality. It will take some time for him. So the cadres of PMK clearly understands it.
Okay.
So I don't think so that will be a big issue or a setback.
Okay. And looking at your rivalry with other parties today, Vijay and TVK, the Tamil Nadu Vettri Kalagam, keep saying that they are the number two, in the sense that they are the only fight against the DMK. But traditionally we have known a DMK versus AIDMK fight throughout history, from say 1972 or even later on 1979. So how do you look at this TVK trying to position itself as the party which is opposing the DMK, whereas you are somewhere left behind in the third place or something?
See, in the media space we might be left behind because Vijay is a popular movie star, and there will be people who wanted to look up at him and listen what he says. But in reality, on the ground, it is between AIADMK and DMK, between the two Dravidian majors, which everybody knows. But since he has started a new party, floated a new party, he needs to make a statement. He struggles to position himself. The first positioning strategy for anybody would be like to challenge the people in power so that he gets the limelight. That's what Mr. Vijay has done. But it has to gain momentum based on their actions. I've been repeatedly saying what Vijay makes is noise. Noise has to translate into actions, and people and common man has to believe the actions. Then it has to translate into votes, and that sufficient vote should give them the number of MLAs, elected representatives. Then comes the power. Mr. Vijay has still not crossed the first attempt. He is still making noise. There are no actions. There are no the common man could relate himself with the party or whatsoever it is. So I would say that it's a long road ahead for Mr. Vijay. See, some infants born will start walking in year 1, or maybe it might be a couple of months delay. But this infant, despite being 2 years, has still not started walking.
So who will Vijay affect in your opinion? Whose votes is he taking away?
Vijay will be a spoiler for everybody, not only for us. See, for example, in the first time voters and the second time voters, I would call as cat on the wall voters. They go by the perception who is there. So that will be about 3% or 4%. There is always be there, because the cat on the wall voters or the first time voters would want to wait and watch before casting their votes. Those kinds of voters Vijay will have a share. I don't think so, maybe in youngsters, because he is a movie star. But the arithmetic would say that the Naam Tamlar Katchi, which hopes majority on the youngsters in less than 40 years of age, will have a larger dent, will have a major and bigger dent. Or for that matter, the VCK, which predominantly harps on one particular community who got their faith converted into different faith, they gets a hit. The minority tag of DMK, who claims they are the custodian of minorities, they are taking a hit. For AIADMK, the anti-incumbency votes. In that anti-incumbency vote, somebody who is convinced that let's give an option to an alternate. If Vijay is able to place himself as an alternate, that will go. But unfortunately, so far he is not able to position himself as an alternate. So he will take everybody, but that numbers will not add up to him representing the assembly or making a say in the formation of government.
Last couple of questions. You still see this as the field as ADMK versus DMK today? Is that what you was trying to say?
There is no denial on that, sir. 234 constituencies, wherever you travel, everybody says it's a Dravidian force, DMK and AIDMK. The national parties has to be dependent on either of these two Dravidian majors, or any other parties has to be dependent on these Dravidian majors. That's the ground reality. That will continue in Tamil Nadu. No matter how much our time it takes, this will continue in Tamil Nadu.
So, my final question to you is that DMK, that alliance starts with a huge advantage with the minority votes. It can be anything between 10% to 13%. ADMK, because it's with the BJP, starts with a disadvantage. How do you propose to catch up? What do the numbers tell you? For me, the number looks like they are starting with a huge advantage, whereas you started 0, they started some 12 or 10 or whatever it is.
So that's again an arithmetic error which everybody makes, I would say. 17% of minority favors DMK. That's the total population of minority in Tamil Nadu, and they are not going to have a 100% vote.
Okay.
It could be 60% or 65% of that 17% is going to vote for DMK. This is what the theory is as per them. But in the present scenario, there is a huge split in the minorities themselves. Because if you take up the representation from minorities, particularly let me take our Islam Brotherhood. Today is their Eid, so let them wish them Eid Mubarak. They feel that the government is not giving a due representation for their sects.
Oh.
They are favoring one particular sect. That representation has already come to us. Same with our Christian Brotherhood. Promises of DMK is not been fulfilled. So you can't just by saying minority in totality are favoring DMK, it's not so. Even X% of votes in minority is being clearly split as sects because they don't believe, or their experience says that they are being deceived by DMK with respect to representations. And that's where our leader scores big. And he is silently working on it. It's already in the execution mode. It's happening on the ground. So I wouldn't say that we are starting from 0. There are people from minority who votes for us. Even we have people who are members in AIADMK despite being minority brotherhood. This party is apart from caste, creed and religion. All are one, God is one is our ideology, which is well received by people. Just because we are an alliance with somebody whose ideology is different doesn't mean that it should affect us. That's why we say we are not ideologically the same. Unlike DMK, which says that we are ideologically the same, which is the biggest joke of the century. We are not so. We are ideologically different, but when it comes to protecting the interest of Tamil Nadu and Tamil people, AIDMK is a party which will come and stand first.
Oh, thank you so much for your views. Wish you all the best for the election, and I hope you contest and also become a minister in this next cabinet.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure talking to you.
We'll wait for yet another edition of Frontline Conversation. We stop here. Thank you.